everybody. That's right, I'm going mobile. Now, in my last video, I talked about that I would talk about the CM Punk storyline and what I thought of it. Fortunately, that storyline's still going on, so I don't really want to go too in-depth with it. I think, once the storyline has kind of ran its course, then we can really discuss it. So far, I'm liking it. I've talked about, I've enjoyed the promos. I really enjoyed Money in the Bank. I mean, me, my roommates, we all really thought that was a hell of a pay-per-view. We weren't really overtly critical of any of it because, we liked both ladder matches. I like Randy Orton, Christian. I honestly thought Big Show and Mark Henry was a solid match for those two. And, of course, I totally dug how they ended things. Punk and Cena really went out there, had a hell of a match, told a great story, and teased plenty of things, with potential screw job from Vince, and Cena knocking out Johnny Ace, and and then Punk walking away with the title. Oh yeah, and then Alberto coming out, and I just really enjoyed it. And like a lot of you, I watched Raw the next night, and I watched them kind of do this tournament to crown a new champion, and then what were they going to do with Cena, and Triple H became the COO of the company, and now he's running the show, and I'm cool with all of that. And then this past Monday, they crowned a champion in Rey Mysterio, only to have him and John Cena go at it, and you had Triple H kind of make a state of the WWE dress, and I was okay with all of that. I was okay with the matches. I thought all the guys worked hard. I think there was kind of I think guys were working, elevating their game a little bit more than usual. I mean, being more vocal, you got to see Zack Ryder finally on WWE television and on Raw, and winning a match, yes, against Michael Cole, who did his best Triple H impersonation. And then at the end of the night, you got Cena winning the title, and the crowd seemed happy with it. The Mysterio-Cena match was solid. Same thing with Mysterio and Miz to start out the evening, and then Cult of Personality plays, and out comes Punk. And I was as surprised as probably a lot of people. I'm not going to get on here and say, they should have done it later, so on and so forth. The truth is, I'm like everyone. I have my opinions of what they should have done. Maybe they should have held off a little bit, let Cena be the interim champion or this version of a champion for a little while until you have the chance to bring in back Punk, after a little bit of a hiatus. But, they pulled the trigger faster. The crowd itself, and on top of everything else, the crowd seemed into it. Seemed really into it. But on top of that, I gotta say, I like the fact that I don't know what's going on, really. That anything can happen, and that they kind of are pushing that, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with it. Obviously, I'm sure Monday we're going to hear from Triple H. We're going to hear from Cena. We're going to hear from Punk. They're going to make some kind of, probably bring up the rematch, and we'll see, I also said I was going to talk about TASW at Brenham, and unfortunately I wasn't able to hype up or preview that show. One hell of a show for those guys. Amian Rios, congrats to him for defending his title, the Cruiserweight title, successfully. Big congratulations also go out to Rockstar Robbie and Ruthless Ryan Davidson, who are now the TASW Tag Team Champions after winning a Battle Royal. And congratulations to Mysterious Q for becoming the new TASW Heavyweight Champion. Show was good, man. The crowd was hot. They were really into it. They drew a pretty solid crowd. There's talk of us going back there here pretty soon, I'm sure. You go to TASWWrestling.com, you're going to get some details. Now, why am I driving Well, if you must know, I'm headed actually to Kingdom Arena. That's where TASW does their shows, usually the first Saturday of the month. But they also have their training facility there, and that's where I'm going. I'm going up to Kingdom Arena right now I went and got in the ring on Tuesday for the first time in months. Been thinking about this and contemplating and trying to see how I was feeling and whatnot, and I feel pretty good physically. I've been working out with P90X and whatnot, and I thought, you know what, why not go and let's see how I feel. Now, I'm not going to make any promises to anyone. I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not going to try to get anyone else's hopes up. I appreciate everybody's support and feedback, and any well-wishers and whatnot. Truth is that it was day one for me on Tuesday. This is day two. This is week one. We're going to see how it goes. We'll see how I feel, and I'll keep everybody updated. I don't have any qualms on doing that, and I want people to know what I'm feeling, how I'm feeling. Right now, I was a little sore Wednesday, but I'm still a little sore, not too terribly sore, but I feel good. I at least feel like it wasn't the worst decision, a bad decision to make, actually getting in the ring. So, everyone keep your fingers crossed. I'll do the same. I plan on putting out a video next week, hopefully around this date. Around this day, hopefully Wednesday or Thursday of every week. And I'll talk a little bit about my weekend coming up. Also, be on the lookout for Behind the Curtain, episode 4. I know Jay is hard at work putting the finishing touches on that. And, it's a process, like anything. So, but be on the lookout for that. We do have some extra videos that we put out. He's doing some After Effects tests. So if you haven't seen those, be sure to look at those. Be sure to like DoJo Productions on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe to them, DoJo for Life. Definitely, the more people we have that are viewing it, the more opportunity we're going to put out there. So we've got some big things in mind coming up for future episodes. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy that show. I'm glad that everybody came out and visited me here at the Lucha Lounge. I hope all of you have a great weekend. I know I'm going to try to have a really fun and restful weekend. I'm almost to the arena, so, about to get my training on. So with that, like I always like to say, stay cool, stay sexy, stay classy. But you know what, guys? I don't have to tell you that. There's no manual that I have to give you. You already are all those. But you got to let other people know, because if you are cool, sexy, and classy, you're going to let other people know about the Lucha Lounge. Later!